Well, Friday morning, one more emergency, but this one was of extraordinary proportions when we found out that our delivery van that takes our food around, had been hijacked and stolen with one of our staff members in the vehicle temporarily until she jumped off to safety. So this was the start of our chase that went on for 7 hours, and you can see the news clips and get more context online. It's been even seen at the New York Post this morning. I had a friend from back east tell us that they saw the news stories. We're here to just unwind this last 72 hours of trauma and intrigue and heroism by our staff. It's been an amazing news story that we've been living and breathing for days on end now, and can you just take it from the top, Will? You were the first one that realized what had happened.
Well, I got contacted by Simon and talked to Esmeralda over the phone, and we had a policeman on site in Milwaukie, and was able to look at the air tag, the location of the truck, and Milwaukie tried a couple of locations, their PD did, and I just got into Portland as quick as I could and started looking around, and then we found the truck and contacted Jason and Chris, and then they got the truck drove away. And
so Jason, what was it like driving around for 7 hours looking for our stolen van?
Well, first I'd want to comment on Esmeralda's reaction to this. The way she handled that was as well as anybody could have handled it. She didn't panic. She waited for the guy to slow down before she jumped out of the back of the truck. And so this was a lot less damaging than it could have been. As far as the search for the vehicle goes, the tracking devices that we had were not in real time, so we were getting the information about 10 minutes behind the man that had the truck, and he was constantly on the move. So that's what took so long. He led us around the Tri-County area, and every time we got a ping on him, he changed locations. Finally, they caught up with him over in Washington County, and Will was there when that happened.
Well, I just think, to me, the story of this stolen van is so much about the heroism of our staff and how they just instinctively just stepped in and tried to protect all the members of our herd and our property and the public at large in our community. They just jumped into action so instinctively to just do the right thing all day long and keep in touch. And we had people making food at our central kitchens. We lost food. Our stores were opening with part of their deliveries, and part of them have been absconded with by the driver, and there were safety issues, but everybody just triaged like such great teamwork all day long, from 4 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon, when it all came to its inglorious conclusion. Chris, can you tell me, you've been talking to the news people and you were in touch with the police. What was that like?
It's certainly turned into a big news piece, as we all know by now. The community was interested in hearing about what had happened, because it does kind of affect everyone's safety. You know, what really sort of tipped us off that it was kind of an urgent situation was when we found out that some reports that the truck had potentially been involved in some collisions along the way. So that's when it really started to impact, I think, the community. Getting the police involved at that point and sort of escalating their involvement was super important, and we're really glad we did, and we're really glad that Beaverton was able to step in as well as they did.
Yeah, it's one for the books.